Hello, everyone. This is Chuck Young. Welcome to my Easy Trade Educator Series. Today is April 27th, 2023. Before I start analyzing the stock market, let me take a few minutes to do a little advertisement on my channel. This is my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, it's very important for you to hit the subscribe button. It is free. If you hit the subscribe button, this will change to subscribed, and this number would increase. If this number can reach 1,000 in a month or two, I will be able to make these videos every week and share with you about my market analysis and opinion. But if this number does not reach my objective, I will not be able to continue share this anymore. So it's very important for you to hit the subscribe button. Of course, if you share the link with your friends, so we can have this number keep on increasing. And also, if you hit this, you'll be able to see all the videos in my channel. You hit the playlist button, and then I have several playlists and for different interests. This playlist and the Easy Trade free video is for everybody to view. And if you hit this playlist, then you'll be able to see all the videos that I created that's shared to the public free. So far, there are 15 of them. It started on the 40 days ago, and then on the top is the most recent one. And most of these videos are educational. It talks about details of my analysis on that particular day on the market. So these are educational. Of course, if you look at the most recent one, it provides timely analysis of the current market. And if you go back to other lists, Easy Trade Training Series, now this playlist contains more videos, and this is for my training class. There is a fee associated with the training class. For those people who take my training class, they should be able to see all the videos. All the content of the classes are provided in the videos. And moreover, I have weekly Zoom meetings with my students to answer questions and then talk about current market situation and some suggestions. It's organized in the reverse chronological order. On the top is the most recent one. On the bottom is the oldest. Now, for my students, I communicate with them on a daily basis, very frequently through Discord. So we have some Discord channels, different areas of investment. And also for non-students, I do have some WeChat groups, and we share some ideas, and charts, opportunities, etc. Okay, now let's take a look at the current market situation. You'll probably wonder, hey, Chuck was just turned bearish 2 days ago, and then just only in 2 days, he's a bull again. He's bullish now. To answer that question, we need to go through understand the different investment trading timeframes. Different strategies, different method, and different people use different approaches with different time frames. There's a long-term investment time frame, in my opinion, which is targeted for like 12 months. But if the market changes, you could turn it in 2 months. You can change your opinion, all right? So it's 2 to 12 months for long-term investment time frame. Now, for intermediate term trading, it's 2 to 12 weeks. So each one is faster. The next one is a swing trade. The target dates, it's about maybe 30 days. So it's 2 to 30 days. Again, depends on the market changes. If the market changes in 2 days, then you change your direction quickly. Okay, so when I said I was a bear or a bull, I was talking about this time frame. I have a program which almost is very close to auto trading, and maybe after a few more months of work, when I turn on that program, it will automatically trade for me. It has not reached that stage yet, so I call it semi-trading robot. Of course, there's even a faster trading activity or time frame, which is less than 3 days. Sometimes people do day trade, getting in and out the same day, or maybe a couple of more days. But the target is not very long. Okay, so let me just go through some of this. Not every category, but let's talk about the long-term investment time frame. Let me give you some examples, which I'm currently doing with a longer term time frame. Let me talk about two examples that we should invest for longer time frame. Here's an example of an Apple, the Apple company, which make iPads, iPhones. If you look at the monthly chart, even for the long term investment of Apple, there could be different strategies. Okay, one possible strategy is look at its crossing over of the middle line of the Bollinger Band. So every time it crosses down, you get out, you sell it, and wait until it crosses up. Once it crosses up, then you hold it and hold for a long-term gain. So if you cross up here, it's probably you bought it at below 20, and then after a year or two, it gets doubled. Okay, so this is probably around 35-ish. Okay, and same thing here. Crosses down and sell it here, and then once it crosses up, you buy it here. So it's about 30, and then you go all the way to 50 for long-term gain. So every time it comes down here, you sell it, and then when it crosses up the middle band, middle line, and you buy it. And here you bought it about 50-ish, and you hold it all the way to 160. So almost tripled in a couple of years. Now this is happening again. Apple corrected the last year and crossed down and hit the bottom Bollinger Band. And once it crossed the middle line, it's time to buy again. And so this is very long term. So if you buy in here, you're going to hold it until it crosses the middle line. Okay, so that's one possible investment approach. Another approach is you look at the stochastics, monthly stochastics. So every time it comes down here, it comes down from the oversold area. For example, here you sell it. So this will be selling much longer than the earlier approach, sooner than the earlier approach. And then you wait until it gets oversold, and then it crosses up. The red line crosses the white line. You buy it here. And you hold it. And hold it until it crosses down again. So that if you use this approach, it's a little bit faster than the earlier approach. So you're buying here before it crosses the middle Bollinger line, and then you hold it all the way until here. All right. And similarly here, when it crosses above, you buy it here and hold it until it crosses down from the overbought area again. Okay. So you just repeat this. Now this just happened recently again. So it's about February. In February, the red line crossed the white line, and you buy it in February. Here, buy it here, and you hold it. And then until this gets up and go to the overbought area and then start turning back down again, you can sell it. So again, this is a long-term monthly chart. Okay, monthly chart investment. About a month ago, and in several videos, if you go look at the previous videos, when Apple crosses this neckline, the head and shoulder button neckline right here, that's in those videos I said we should buy Apple. We should buy Apple. Okay, don't wait for the perfect price point. Once it crosses the neckline, buy some, and then keep on adding. Okay, so that was a month ago. So Apple has been going up and up. All right. So from the daily chart, as long as this moving average is not crossing down, we should be able to hold it. Okay, we should be able to hold it for a longer term. So this is like for a longer term time investment. Here's another example: Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, one possible approach is to trade the monthly chart. Okay, Bitcoin has a cycle, 4-year cycle, so it has a correction down here, and then January, boom, you have this huge thrust, a monthly candlestick, and that's a buy signal. So if you buy here with some positions, and then you put some in the middle to add more positions if it corrects. Okay, indeed, if you add in the middle and there was a correction in March, you would have add to your position. But what if it goes all the way down? Well, that's this the monthly chart. I would wait until the last day of the month and to see if that happens. If it goes away, even go all the way down here, I will not sell it until the close. I look at the close of the month. If the close of that month is below here, then I'm wrong. I'll get out. But if the close of the month is above, is above the bottom of this month, I will not sell. Okay, so if you follow that principle, you are still long Bitcoin. You're still long Bitcoin. Okay, following this principle, you would have caught all these big move, and hold it long term for more than a year. Follow that principle. Okay. Again, you could also look at the chart patterns. In some previous videos, we did discuss the chart patterns of Bitcoin. Obviously, it has formed a good, nice base. So this is the bottom kind of formation, and now it's having an uptrend with nice moving average, bullish moving average formations. So every time it come back to these moving averages, you add to it. Okay, so Bitcoin is in a nice uptrend. All right, so with this kind of trade, you could hold on to it if no deterioration of the monthly candlestick bar, is no crossover. If there's no crossover of the moving average, you hold on to it. So this is for a longer term trend. Obviously, recently there is a correction, and the stochastic reached oversold. That presented us with a good buy point, so we can initiate position or add to our long position. Okay. Now, for this kind of trade, it's for longer term. We don't try to get in and out, and in the days, but it's for longer term. Okay. Now, there is, let me get to the shortest one, and then I'll get back to this one. Okay. Let me talk about the very shortest one, which I just did today. That trade is 7 minutes. Um, it's one of the speculative stocks. The symbol is TOP. It's called TOP Financial Group. This is very uh, crazy, crazy. If you look at the daily chart, wow, it yesterday was still like below $7. Okay, and during the day, it shot up. It shot up to like 24 and then closed at 20. Right, so from $7, it shot up. Okay, so it's just crazy. But I did not know this until the market closed. So I look at the after hours trading. Okay, so it went to 20 at market close, but look at this after hour. It's crazy. Okay, I by the time I notice, I wait for a pullback and stabilize, and then I get in here, but small size getting here 150, and then sold at 180, so 30 points of gain. A small, very small size. Okay, this is very speculative. So I get in and out in 7 minutes. Okay, so that's kind of very short term trading. Now, the one that I'm doing is this one, which I call swing trade. Of course, we hope we catch a trend which could last 30 days or more. But the market changes. If the market could change in 2 days, 3 days, if the market direction changes, then I will go with it. If the market suddenly go down in 2 days, then I'm become bearish because we don't know when it will go up. Okay, and then it could reverse to the upside. So this just happened recently. This is not, of course, it's not the first time this happened. Yeah, I traded the S&P many times over the past year until this year. Okay, um, it did happen here. Once come down here, the moving averages were bullish, so I got in here, assuming it will continue. But the next day reverse, so I changed my opinion in one day. I bought in the first day, the next day reversed, then I turned bearish. So from this point on, I was bearish all the way down. I was bearish all the way down and selling short. Okay, so one day may change my opinion. Okay, and of course, there was also another case that 2 days changed my opinion. So here, we don't know the future. So when it comes down like this, I become bearish. But after 2 days, it has started going up. Then I change my opinion to be bullish again, and then I can be able to catch this. Okay, so here I think I started getting bearish somewhere here, so I started selling, and despite this upside jump, I was still bearish. So here did not change my opinion and did not make me bullish. Okay, so I've said so I cut all these move until this day I become bullish again. So I cut all this. Okay, so basically what I'm stating that I follow the trend, but I don't know the future. So I make a determination based on the setup, based on the moving averages, and based on the chart pattern. And the chart pattern cannot be 100% right. So if we get in, assuming it's going in one particular direction, and in 1 or 2 days it goes the other way, then I'm flexible to change my opinion and to go the other way. The market is always right. Unlike some people who try to predict the market and have a strong opinion about the market, I don't. I follow the market direction, follow the trend. For example, here, and market was going down, but because of this huge thrust, that allow me to conclude the market direction has changed. So after this huge thrust, I said, now the trend is up, and just buy on dip. Indeed, and the next day the market dips, and that gave me an opportunity to buy, and then was able to get all the way up on this part of the trend. Okay, so this is the general idea about the trend following. Moreover, I developed a program. This took me about 20 years to develop this, about more than 1,500 lines of code. With this program, although I'm looking at the 5-minute chart, each bar is 5 minutes, but the decision is mostly based on a slightly longer time, daily. The decision is mostly based on high and low of each day, open and close of each day. And so with this system, which I call, because I intend to use this system to automatically trade. That was my ultimate goal. If I do this automatically, I can get rid of my suitable psychology. And the human psychology is the most difficult part in trading and investment. So if one day I will make this fully automated, and it will trade for me. But I have not reached that stage yet. So I'm calling this system my semi robot, and I have a name. It's I use the currently temporarily I'm using calling this robot Wukong, which is one of the a famous character in the Chinese literature. So, so on the for S&P, March 16th give me the buy signal. When the red line turns blue, that means buy. Turns blue, buy, and we are expecting it to go up. The trend is up. So on this day, we give a buy signal. Once a buy signal is occurred, we expect it to go up. Then any dip, we would add to my long positions. Any dip would add long positions. Okay. So I've been following this from March 16th all the way until 2 days ago. Until 2 days ago, it turned red. We don't know the future. Okay, we don't know the future. Once it turns red, who knows how far down it can go. So we assume that the trend has turned. Okay, so it would be prudent to sell, or even selling short. So if we act very promptly when the signal come out, we can see that if you sell it and sell short, you are starting making profit in the downward direction. Okay, and of course, once it goes down enough, you will take profit on some of your positions and hold. For example, cover half of it and then hold another half for the long shot. Okay. However, the past 2 days, once we go in the downward direction, and in the upward direction, the robot provides the support. And the moment the support is broken, then we turn into a downward direction. The trend, we assume the trend is down, and then we provide the resistance until the resistance is broken. When the resistance is broken, then we will conclude the trend is up again. Okay, so it just turned out in 2 days the market has turned up. Okay, so again, this is for this robot. If this kind of phenomenon occurs more often, then the robot's profitability will not be very good. And this does not happen very often. Okay, so it just whipsaw, one whipsaw. So we are assuming it was going down, and if you're doing very carefully, you can still make a good profit. You have to take partial profit one on the way down, and leave the other half, and then you put a stop. Okay, so overall, if you follow that mm, mm, discipline to do that, you will not be losing money. Okay, but even if you lose money, the trend is up based on this robot. The trend is up. You should not be fighting against the trend. Okay, so this S&P actually on Thursday turned up on about 2 p.m. Gave the buy signal again. So that's why I turned bullish again. Okay, so based on this robot signal, actually these 3 times ETF about the fund gives the earliest buy signal. That gives right in the morning, it gives the buy signal. Okay, so I think I took this buy pretty soon and then jumped on and buy into the FNGU ETF, which is 3 times the fund stocks. Okay, so this gives the buy signal very early, I think before 10 a.m. Okay, and then around noon, QQQ provided the buy signal. I don't know if it's a no or not. So the buy signal occurred here about 12 o'clock. About 12 o'clock, QQQ, the robot gave QQQ a buy signal. Yeah, of course, I'm the one who wrote the program. So this reflects my investing philosophy. Okay, of course, there's always room for improvement. This is already complicated, 1,500 lines of code. Okay, but as I continue to improve, I could be making the determination that the trend has changed a little bit earlier. It's possible. Okay, but I need to make it robust. All right, so as it stands now, it gets a buy signal at noon for QQ. And then slightly later, we just saw the SPY. It was like 2 o'clock, and then Dow Jones Industrial Average also got the buy signal. Okay, Dow Jones Industrial Average even a little bit later, it's like 2:30. When it got Dow Jones Industrial Average is here, then it determined okay, it has broke the resistance and going upward. Okay, so with this system, I don't argue with the robot. I will follow it because the robot is always doing better than me. If I started second guessing and do not following the robot, I lose money. But if I listen to the robot, and the robot is more often than not correct, it's always doing better than me. Okay, so I don't argue. 2 days ago I was bearish. Now in 2 days I become a bull again. Okay, so the market is always right. I don't argue with the market. If the trend is up, then I'm going trading in the upward direction. Once the signals come out, I will first initiate a long position with some, with some positions, and then wait for opportunity for pullback. As long as it's above the support line, any pullback, I'll buy into it. Okay, so this would be. I hope everybody understand where I came from. Where I was a bear 2 days ago because of this. Now I'm a bull again. Okay. Finally, I'd like to remind my viewers, please, it's very important that you hit the subscribe button. Only when we have enough number of subscribers will I be able to keep this free video series going. Thank you, and see you next time.